You're always cold. Not sometimes, not occasionally, always. You wear a sweater in July. You turn the heat up when everyone else is comfortable. You go to bed with socks on. You sit next to the heater and still feel a chill that won't leave your bones. And everyone around you says the same thing. It's just age. It happens when you get older. But here is what nobody is telling you. Being constantly cold after 70 is not normal aging. It is not something you simply accept and move on from. It is your body sending you a signal, a specific, urgent signal that something inside is not functioning the way it should. And in most cases, it is pointing to one of 5 hidden conditions that millions of seniors are walking around with right now, completely undiagnosed. I am Dr. James Carter. I have spent over 25 years in medicine working with adults over 60, and I can tell you with complete certainty, the patients who come to me complaining about always feeling cold are almost never cold simply because they are old. They are cold because something is wrong, something identifiable, something treatable. Today I'm going to tell you exactly what that something is. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear might be the most important thing you learn about your health this year. The first real reason: your thyroid is quietly failing. Here is something most people don't know. After 70, the thyroid gland, a small butterfly-shaped gland sitting at the base of your throat, begins to slow down in a large percentage of older adults. And when the thyroid slows down, everything slows down. Your metabolism, your circulation, your body's ability to generate and maintain heat. This condition is called hypothyroidism, and the American Thyroid Association estimates that 1 in 5 women over 60 has it. Many of them have no idea. Because the symptoms don't arrive dramatically, they creep in slowly, quietly, feeling cold all the time, gaining weight without changing your diet, feeling exhausted no matter how much you sleep, brain fog that comes and goes. Sound familiar? Here is the dangerous part. Most standard blood tests only check TSH, one thyroid marker. But research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology shows that TSH alone misses a significant percentage of thyroid dysfunction in older adults, which means millions of seniors are walking around with a failing thyroid, being told their blood work is normal, while their body gets colder and weaker every single month. If you are always cold, always tired, and always gaining weight, demand a full thyroid panel from your doctor, not just TSH, T3 and T4 as well. Those 3 numbers together tell the real story. The second real reason: your blood is thinning. This one surprises almost everyone. Anemia, low red blood cell count, is one of the most common and most commonly missed conditions in adults over 70. Here is why it matters for body temperature. Red blood cells carry oxygen through your bloodstream to every tissue in your body, including the tissues responsible for generating warmth. When red blood cell count drops, oxygen delivery drops with it. Your muscles produce less heat. Your extremities, your hands, your feet, your nose, are the first places to feel it. You feel cold from the inside out, permanently. The World Health Organization estimates that over 23% of adults over 60 worldwide have anemia. Nearly half of those cases are caused by iron deficiency or vitamin B12 deficiency, both of which are directly correctable through diet and supplementation. But here's what makes this particularly dangerous after 70. The symptoms of anemia, constant coldness, fatigue, shortness of breath, dizziness when standing, are almost identical to what most people and most doctors attribute simply to aging, so it goes undetected, untreated, and gets progressively worse. Ask your doctor for a complete blood count, a CBC. It is a simple, inexpensive blood test, and it will tell you within minutes whether your blood is carrying enough oxygen to keep your body warm. The third real reason: your circulation has changed dramatically. Think about this. Your heart has been beating without rest for over 70 years. Every single second of every single day, without a pause, without a holiday, without a single day off. And after 7 decades of continuous work, the circulatory system changes. The blood vessels lose some of their elasticity, the heart pumps with slightly less force, and blood flow to the extremities, the hands, the feet, the legs, becomes less efficient. The result? Cold hands that never fully warm up, feet that feel like ice even under blankets, a chill that settles into the legs and refuses to leave regardless of how warm the room is. Poor peripheral circulation after 70 is real, it is common, and it is something that can be meaningfully improved through specific daily movement, through hydration, through targeted nutrition, but it can also be a warning sign of something more serious. Peripheral artery disease, a condition where narrowed arteries restrict blood flow to the limbs, affects approximately 12 to 20% of adults over 70. It causes persistent coldness and numbness in the legs and feet, and left unaddressed, it carries serious cardiovascular risk. If your legs and feet are always cold, and especially if they are also numb, discolored, or painful when you walk, tell your doctor. Request an ankle brachial index test. It is painless, it takes minutes, and it could reveal something that needs urgent attention. The fourth real reason: you are losing muscle faster than you realize. Here is a fact that will change how you think about feeling cold. Muscle is your body's primary heat generator. Not fat, not clothing, not the heater in your home. Muscle tissue produces the majority of the heat your body generates to maintain its core temperature. And after the age of 60, the average adult loses between 1 and 2% of their muscle mass every single year without targeted resistance activity. By 70, many adults have lost 20 to 30% of the muscle mass they had at 40. That is not a small number. That is a third of your body's heat-generating capacity gone, silently, gradually, without a single dramatic moment to mark its passing. And the medical term for this progressive muscle loss is sarcopenia. It is one of the most widespread and most underdiagnosed conditions in adults over 70. And feeling constantly cold is one of its most consistent symptoms. Because without sufficient muscle mass, the body simply cannot generate enough internal heat to maintain a comfortable core temperature. No matter how many layers you wear, no matter how high you turn the thermostat, the heat production is happening at the source, and the source has diminished. The good news is that sarcopenia is reversible. Not completely, not overnight, but meaningfully, measurably, with the right approach. Resistance exercise, even light resistance exercise, even chair-based resistance exercise, has been shown in multiple clinical studies to rebuild muscle mass in adults over 70. Not to the levels of youth, but enough to make a real, felt difference in body temperature, energy, and physical capability. Protein intake matters equally. Research consistently shows that adults over 70 require significantly more dietary protein than younger adults to maintain muscle mass. Yet most seniors are consuming far less than they need. Aim for at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. That single change, consistently maintained, can meaningfully slow muscle loss and help restore the heat-generating capacity your body has been quietly losing for years. The fifth real reason: your kidneys are sending you a warning. This is the one that people least expect, and it may be the most important one on this entire list. The kidneys play a critical role in regulating blood pressure, filtering waste from the bloodstream, and maintaining the balance of fluids and minerals that keep every organ in the body functioning correctly. When kidney function declines, as it does gradually in a significant percentage of adults over 70, that regulatory capacity weakens. Waste products that should be filtered out begin to accumulate. Fluid balance shifts. And one of the earliest and most consistent symptoms that patients describe is this: feeling cold all the time, especially in the hands and feet. The National Kidney Foundation estimates that approximately 37 million Americans have chronic kidney disease, and the majority of them, particularly older adults, are completely unaware of it. Because in its early stages, chronic kidney disease produces no dramatic symptoms, no pain, no obvious warning, just a quiet, gradual decline in how the body regulates itself. Persistent coldness, fatigue, slightly swollen ankles, urine that looks foamy or darker than usual. If you have been feeling cold for months with no clear explanation, and especially if you also notice any of those other signs, ask your doctor for a kidney function test. A simple creatinine and eGFR blood test will tell you within 1 day whether your kidneys are functioning as they should. Do not wait for a dramatic symptom. Kidney disease does not usually produce one until significant damage has already occurred. What you need to do starting today. Now you know the 5 real reasons you are always cold after 70. A thyroid that is quietly slowing down, blood that is not carrying enough oxygen, circulation that has weakened over decades, muscle mass that has been shrinking without you realizing it, and kidneys that may be sending you an early warning signal. None of these are simply age. Every single one of them is identifiable. Every single one of them is addressable. Here is what I want you to do this week. Book an appointment with your doctor, not to mention one symptom, but to ask for a full panel: thyroid function, T3, T4, and TSH, complete blood count for anemia, kidney function, creatinine and eGFR, and an ankle brachial index if your legs and feet are consistently cold and numb. 4 tests, 1 appointment, and the answers that could change everything about how you feel every single day. While you wait for that appointment, start moving. Even 10 minutes of walking daily improves peripheral circulation meaningfully. Increase your protein intake. Stay warm actively, not just passively. And share this video right now with every person over 70 in your life. Because someone you love may be sitting somewhere right now, wrapped in a blanket in the middle of summer, being told it is just age. It is not just age, it is a signal. And now you know what that signal means. Leave a comment below with your age and where you are watching from. Tell me, did any of these 5 reasons surprise you? Like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Your body is talking to you. It is time to start listening.